welcome back to my channel. My name is Coiffure M, and today I am going to be showing you how to achieve this beautiful mermaid look. So for the eyes, we have a little shimmery look going on, and then just a neutral lip, and then this crown I got a couple of years ago for my 21st birthday, and this is from the brand Lancome. I'm going to link it down below so you guys can check her out. She makes some of the most amazing handmade crowns I have ever seen, and I love this so much, and shout out to my aunt for getting it for me. And for the hair, I just did some beach curls and I used some products for that. I'll also link it down below. And I love this for a Halloween look if you want something a little bit more cutesy, nothing too spooky. And yeah, I'm really in love with how this turned out, and if you'd like to see how I achieved it, keep on watching.
So I have a bare face right now, and I'm just taking a sip from my Jack Skellington mug of tea. And I'm going to start with the Milk Hydrogrip primer since my face has been getting dry from the fall weather. I'm just going to do about a pump and a half on my ring finger and just spread it all over the areas, especially on the places where I experience the most dryness, my cheeks, around my nose, and around my mouth as well. Next, I'm going in with my Marc Shameless Youthful 24-Hour Foundation in the shade Light R230, and I'm just going to apply that in 4 little spots all over my face and blend it out with my foundation brush. Sorry I didn't show you a close-up of it, but I'm just patting it on and patting it into the skin and spreading it around and covering my whole face. Next, I am going in with my Too Faced Born This Way concealer in the shade Vanilla, and I'm just going to apply it to my under eyes, the top of my forehead, and wherever I see any blemishes. And I'm going to let this set on my face for about a minute before I start blending it out with my favorite concealer brush from Sephora. And I am just patting it on and blending it in to my skin. I am not smearing, I am just patting it and spreading as I need to. And here I am just going around the edges of where I applied the concealer and blending it outwards to blend in with the rest of my face. I'll also go over it one more time to really blend it into my skin. Next, I am going in with my Mercier translucent setting powder, and I applied a little bit into the lid. I'm going to tap it in, tap off the excess so it doesn't look so cakey, and I am just going to apply it all over my face to avoid any creasing. Next, I'm going in with the Bare Minerals Ready Bronzer in the shade Skinny Dip. I apologize. And it's a pretty matte shade, which I like, so I am just applying it to my temples, the hollows of my cheeks, in like a C formation, and patting it in, but I'm not using a lot. I am always tapping off the excess. I can always build on if I need to, except right there, I did not really. Alright, so I'm just gonna go under the chin. You gotta get the double chins, and I went across my forehead just to create that more sun-kissed look like a mermaid would have. Next, I'm going in with Nars blush in the shade Orgasm and this fluffy angled brush from Sephora. And it's a pretty peachy, shimmery shade, which I love. So I'm just tapping in the brush, tapping off the excess, and applying it to my cheeks in an upward motion. If you want a more fuller looking cheek, you can apply it to the actual apples of your cheeks, but I have grown to like applying it upwards and inwards towards my ears to make a more create a more lifted look when I apply it. Next, I'm going in with the Wet n Wild highlight in 321B Precious Petals, and I'm also going to use this really nice brush from Sephora for highlight, and I'm just going to pat it in, apply it on the bridge of my nose, apply it on my cheekbones, I'm going to apply it to my chin and also my Cupid's bow. Now I'm going to apply some Scotch tape because I don't want the eyes to get too messy and I want them to look a little bit cleaner. I'm just applying them to the tails of my eyebrows. Next, I'm going in with the Maybelline Expert Wear Charcoal Smokes, and I'm only going to use this silver white base with a all-over brush. And I'm just going to apply that all over my lids as the base color. Next, I'm going in with the Violet Voss See You Later palette, and I'm going to start with the shade Aquamarine, which is a really nice teal shimmery shade. I'm going to pack it on with a concealer brush from Sephora, and I'm really just going to pat it in there and get as much pigment as I can. And I'm going to apply this from the inner corner of my eye to about the middle of my lid. It really took a lot for me to get that much pigment, so really pack it on and make sure that you really get that shimmery color. And it's just a really beautiful, bright sky blue or teal looking color. It kind of reminds me of like a Tiffany blue almost. And my dog decided to join me for a little bit, and she is such a sweetie pie. And you got to see her little face right there. Oh, look how cute she is. Yes, she is so cute. Oh, she's so cute. Then next, I'm gonna go in with the Scuba Dive, which is a matte cobalt blue with this angled brush. And I am just going to pack it on once more on the middle of my lid to the outer part of my lid. And I'm just packing it in with color because like with the Aquamarine, it took a lot to really get that color to show. So just pack it on the brush and like pat it on and really concentrate it as you need. Next, I'm going to go in with the Sea Sparkle, which is a shimmery cobalt blue, and I am just going to apply that over the Scuba Dive shade that I did previously, just to add a little bit more of a shimmery look, because I do love shimmering things. So, and this is like emulating like the Caribbean water that would be bright and beautiful like that. Next, I'm going to blend everything out with just this regular old fluffy blending brush. Now I'm taking the tape off, and there was some foundation and color that came off, so I'm just going over that bit and filling in with the leftovers that were on my concealer. Next, I'm going in with Wavy Baby, which is like a shiny seafoam color. I'm going to use a smudge brush and apply that to my lower lash line just to give it a little bit more of a brighter look. And also, I didn't want to leave the lower lash line without anything fun going on. And I'm swiping the brush across the top, tapping off the excess, and just going across the bottom of it, or going across the bottom of my eye. And I just decided that I wanted to add in some more color into my tear duct, so I went in with that same smudge brush after I wiped it off, in with the aquamarine, and just applied it into my tear duct for a little extra color. And then I'm just going in with the blending brush I used before, cleaned off of course, and I just put in the aquamarine and put some color under my brow bone as a highlight. So next I'm going in with these little pearl stickies, and they actually come off in one line, which is nice. So I tore it off into a segment of 3 pearls, and I put it outside my eye, like a cat eye almost. And then next I'm going in with the Winky Lux Unibrow Brow Pencil, and I'm just going to fill in my eyebrows. I'm going to do it with very light pressure because you don't want to fill them in too much, otherwise they're going to look too dark. So just be really careful with the amount of pressure that you're applying. You can always add more. It's harder to take away product once it's actually on your eyes. And then as the brow gel, I'm going to use the Maybelline Clear Lash Mascara to set them and shape them. Next I'm going in with the Lancome Monsieur Big Mascara, and I'm just going to do my top lashes and then my bottom lashes, but I'm not going to do all the bottom lashes, just like the outer half of them. Next I'm going in with the Ardell Magnetic Liner, and I'm just going to do a simple line across the top lash line so I can just stick the lashes on there, and I didn't want anything too crazy because the eyes are like the focal point of this whole look. I didn't want to bring it down with a cat eye. Next I'm going in with the Ardell Magnetic Lashes. They're 3D foam ink and the number is 54, and I'm just sticking them on my eyelash line. And I don't know why my right side is always my weakest point, so I had to use both hands for that. And I'm just setting my lashes one more time with the Lancome mascara so they blend in with the lashes. And that is the finished eye look. And I'm so happy with how that turned out. It looks beautiful. Next, I'm going in with lipstick. It's the Clinique Dramatically Different lipstick in the shade 4. It's called Canoodle, and I'm just applying that all over my lips, per usual. Next, I'm going in with this Too Faced lip gloss. It's called Fairy Tears, and it's really cool because when you apply it, the color comes through as a really bright pink. And next, I am moving on to hair. So I'm just going to use some Kenra Platinum Blow Dry Spray Heat Protectant, and I'm going to apply that all over my hair because I'm going to curl it with my beach waver. I'll also link what I used down below. And what's so nifty about this product is that you put it in the clamp and you press a button and it twirls for you. You don't have to worry about moving your wrist or anything. It just does the work for you. So you press the button, you twirl it, and then you just unclamp it. And you just do that throughout the rest of your hair. I used bigger subsections because I didn't want as tight of a curl for this, since, you know, mermaids have more loose curls and they look really pretty. So I really love using this tool though. It's extremely convenient. I will link it down below so you guys can check it out for yourselves. And you just twirl away from your face. I like when all the curls come towards each other in the back. And that face I made was because I was listening to a murder podcast, because, you know, 'tis the season. And that's the finished look for the curls. But, of course, I'm going to put in some hairspray. It's called the Give Me Hold Flexible Hairspray from 11. I'm just applying that all over my hair. And then I'm just gonna run my hands through it because our hands naturally have like oils in them that can loosen up the curls, but I also decided to whip my hair back and forth and really loosen up the curls, as you'll see in a second, like that already. And it just made them a lot looser, and I'm really happy with how they turned out. But I'm gonna go in with the Briogeo Blossom and Blossom Ginseng and Biotin Volumizing Root Powder, and that's a mouthful. And I'm just gonna take small subsections. I'm not gonna do my whole head, just the sides, because those are the pieces that you really see. And they're like 1.5 inch big subsections, and I'm just applying the powder as needed and roughing it up with my fingers so it really activates the powder in the. So this is the before and this is the after with volume, and just look at the difference, it's crazy. So I'm just gonna go through and do the same thing on the other side, and like I said, just be careful with it coming out of the canister. You'll see in a second about what happened when I wasn't careful. It got onto my face right there and I had to blow it away. And look at that face, ha ha ha, that's funny. All right, then next for the last subsection, this one got kind of messy too, I'm not gonna lie, just like right here, it'll come, yeah, that came out a lot. Yeah, look at all that, that looked kind of strange. Oh, and then the crowning moment, quite literally. This is the crown from Lancome I got, and this is your final look, everyone. Thank you so much for watching this video, and let me know what other videos you'd like to see coming up. Would you like to see more Halloween-based, makeup-based, hair-based? Please let me know, and don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to put on the notification button so you can stay up to date on when I post more Halloween videos. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye, y'all.